Hey everybody, happy school community. I hope you're doing phenomenal. I want to share something here, and I might share it in the Monday community call on this concept of joy. As most of you know, I teach this work for a living, I live this work for a living, and I'm blessed to have people who do it with me. So thank you. Thank you for being part of this community. Joy is one of those things that we know innately feels really good. But for some reason, we think of joy as a future experience. When this happens, then I'll be joyful. If that happens, then I'll be joyful. And so it's always a future thing. And so I decided to look up the definition of joy, and I have it right here. According to the dictionary, joy refers to a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. Pretty simple. Great pleasure and happiness. And the thing is, if you study any of the Abraham Hicks works, which is the law of attraction work, she talks about how, to manifest anything we want, joy is the key. If you go really deep with the Course Miracles, they don't actually talk about this in the course, but a lot of teachers of Course Miracles talk about how manifestation is a human thing, but it's not in the course. And the intersection between A Course in Miracles and the manifestation, it's like, whoa, huh? But if I try to take A Course in Miracles and apply it to manifestation principles, Course in Miracles teaches that you are spirit. Miracles are naturally occurring things, and if they're not occurring, something's going wrong. Miracles are an expression of love. Put that into human terms. They're of spirit, from spirit, for spirit. And how do we get in touch with spirit? Joy. The ego is fear, past, future. Joy is present, now, right now. So when I think of feeling joy, it's just a settling in. To me, peace, I love the emotion of peace. Peace that's a little bit stronger in momentum is joy. I remember when my son was little, 20 years ago, and he was learning to run and walk and do all those fun things. I felt such huge joy. I started to question myself, why can't I feel this all the time? It's just a feeling. Joy is a present moment now awareness. And for me, it feels almost like my heart chakra opens widely and I feel stillness. And with joy, there's not a future and there's not a past. It's just right now. But notice that if you practice joy, what your mind does, let's just practice it for a second. So go and close your eyes. Let's just practice. Take a few breaths. As you practice, drop into your heart chakra. And just breathe. Long breath in, slow breath out. Deep breath in, quiet breath out. Imagining, if you will, spirit being here, placing their hand on your heart. In the stillness of the moment right now. No matter what's happening in the noise around you, no matter what's happening after this moment or happened before. In the stillness of now, can I feel a feeling of pleasure and happiness? And see if you can allow yourself to just sit there. Pleasure and happiness. And maybe think of that feeling and see if you can turn it up a little bit. By which I mean turn the volume up of the pleasure and happiness. And you'll probably notice a sustained awareness of right now. Maybe your eyes are closed, maybe they're open. But pleasure and happiness right now. Noticing if the mind is jumping in saying, you're wasting your time, you need to go do something. If joy is the key, spirit is the key behind all manifestation, can I forgive the thought that I need to do something? Forgive the thought that I'm lacking. And be miracle minded with joy. Taking a few breaths. And then when you're ready, go and open your eyes. Fun to play with, right? We might play with joy on Monday if I get the intuitive nudge, but it's something I'm playing with right now. Speaking of joy, a lot of people have asked me, hey, when's your next retreat? I heard how amazing Palm Springs was. All I've got coming up is I've got a 2-day workshop here in Vancouver on relationships. And I've got a really deep class starting in May on relationships called Wounds to Wisdom. I'll post the links down below. The Wounds to Wisdom is one more by application. You have to apply for it. We're going to limit it to 8 people. It's either online or in person or by Zoom. And it's all about relationships, hence the name from Wounds to Wisdom. What do I have else coming up in person? I'm guesting for a company called Quantum Coaches, and I'll put their name down below. Alexander and Dan, 2 friends of mine, are having me come down to Mexico in April. I would love to have you join me. It's going to be super fun. Just get in touch with Alexander. I'll put his link down below, or Dan. Quantum Coaches is a phenomenal academy that's helping coaches and other entrepreneurs pursue their dreams. An incredible, incredible event they put on, like an amazing retreat. I show up and do what I do for a day. I'll be showing up and doing my thing on April the 8th. So I would love to have you. And just talk to Alexander or Dan, and you'll be very happy you came. That's all I've got in the books right now. I might do something up here in Greater Vancouver as a retreat in July, but that's not in the books yet. So either join me for Wounds to Wisdom or my weekend on relationships at the end of March or in Mexico. So lots of love. We'll see you on Monday.